Hello everyone, this is ESMX and I'm here to share with you what the Legion system is and also some tips on how to optimize your Legion system. Here we go. The Maple Tree Festivals, which have been providing us with stats previously based on 10 level 150 characters, has been replaced by a more versatile Legion system. So with the Legion system, instead of only 10 level 150, we will now need to create more characters, but of course, we'll be rewarded with more stats in return. So to access the Legion system screens, go to the menu, and if your menu is set to default, you should be able to find it right at the bottom. So once you click on the Legion icon, you will be brought to the Legion dashboard. So here are some of the different things that's on the main screen. First, you will have your Legion rank with a cumulative level. This is based on the total levels of all your characters that is at least level 60, and this is also the indicator that shows you that the maximum Legion rank you can reach. The number of deployable Legion members, it will increase based on your current Legion rank. Legion combat power. This is based on the characters you have deployed on the Synergy Grid Conquest. This is the total damage output that you will be dealing at the raid. This is very important, especially at the start, as you need Legion combat power to deal enough damage to farm Legion coins during raids itself. So Legion combat powers for each character is actually based on the character's level and also the Starforce of each character. I will break this down further at the later part of the video. Legion coin collected. So this is like a wallet of how many coins you have collected so far. The primary use of this is to upgrade your Legion rank. And in the future, you might be able to purchase EXP tickets or level potions using your Legion coins. Rank button. This is where you will see who has the highest cumulative levels. Basically, it's just to show off the total level. Level up button, where you can level up your Legion rank by paying Legion coins. Lastly, Synergy Grid Conquest effect. So this is based on the number of members that you have placed on the grid itself. Alright, so moving on next. Synergy Grid. Next, we will have the Synergy Grid where you will be able to set the stats that you desire for your characters. But do note that all stats are shared among all your characters. So remember to switch around if you have different attack type characters between physical attack and magical attack type. So for the Synergy Grid, here are the different things that you can see. Firstly, you can see the grid as I'm currently renowned Legion 1. Other than the stats in the switchable areas, I have access to only one row of stats from the fixed area. For me to be able to use the full grid, I will need to be at least a legendary Legion rank 1, which is a total number of 4,200 levels accumulated, which let me place around 28 members in my grid. So just get higher Legion rank if you want to deploy more members. On the right side, we have Character and Conquest tab. So I will cover Conquest Effect tab first because it's more straightforward. So it's basically showing the stats that you'll be getting based on how you deploy your members. Okay, going back to the character screen, you'll be able to see all your characters that is at least level 60 with the following: their rank, their job, their level, and the character's name. Lastly will be the combat power. And also, a stats to show you whether the character has been deployed or not. It will be either placeable or placement successful. The bottom of the character, you have a few buttons. First, we have the 3 Synergy Grid toggle. This is similar to your character's equipment, skill slots, etc. that you can toggle around and you can save and toggle around. So for my grid 1, I focus more on damage, so you can see that my grid actually focus more on the damage stats. And for my grid 2, I'm focusing more on my XP. So with this, you can actually have more flexibility to toggle between the stats that you need. Next, we have the show and hide toggle button for the stats. Mainly maybe this can be useful if you just want to have a screenshot of how many things you have without showing the stats that you have deployed. Next, we have the Save Synergy Grid, and lastly would be the Assign Synergy Grid button. Okay, so next I'll be sharing on how to plot the Synergy Grid. But before that, here's the chart for each job. So you can see that for all the jobs that are under rank B and A, they are the same. But once you reach rank S and SS, the shape will be different. So then the level rank difference will be as such. So rank B will be level 60 to 99, rank A will be 100 to 149, rank S will be 150 to 199, and rank SS will be 200 and above. So the best is of course getting as many level 200 as possible so that you can utilize the whole chart. But of course that is kind of impossible. So I would recommend starting from the next best tier, which is other than your main itself, try to get the rest to at least level 150 for rank S, which is 3 blocks. Okay, so moving on to assigning of the synergy grid. So first, you make sure that you have tapped on the assign synergy grid on the bottom right corner. So once you have selected, try to drag the character that you want into the middle. So you can see that from this example, I'm able to put the thing in. So you need to make sure that the icon that is on the Tetris block is being placed inside. Okay, and then once it's placed in the correct place, you can actually shift the brick around. So if you notice, this part is shift away. So making sure that the icon is inside, then I can start placing the thing in. So as long as it starts from the middle, you can actually start placing your other blocks in already. Okay, so you can have your own ways to optimize the stats that you want. So you can actually see each of the stats blocks itself. So another thing is that if you click back to complete, you're able to see the stat itself can be toggled around. So you can actually toggle this part to change the stats to optimize the stats that you want. Okay, so only the inner circle part whereby you can make all those changes. Alright, it's time for the tips on how to optimize your Legion. So as mentioned just now, Legion coin is pretty important, especially at the start, followed by your cumulative levels and rank, then your individual characters. So I'm not going to go into details on every single bit, but I'm going to share with you on how they calculate CP for each character to help you optimize everything. So on the patch note, they indicated that CP is calculated based on your level and Starforce. So I'm going to share with you some data that is being data mined by extremists. So a little shout out to Tom. Okay, so the Starforce is actually broken down into 4 levels. If your Starforce is below 50, you will get 500k combat power. And if your Starforce is 50 to 99, you'll get around 1 million combat power. Followed by 100 to 149, you will get around 2 million. And lastly, would be 150 and above, you will get around 4.18 million combat power. So to optimize, getting Starforce of 150 will be good. So technically with all unique SF18 and SF7 epic secondary weapon, you can get around SF151. Of course, you can make full use of the Starforce that you get from the accessories to help you get 150. Next, for each level, you also get different amount of combat power as well. I will only show you some of the levels to help you understand how it works, and I also provide a link below with the full experience list in the description link. So for level 100, you get 326,000 CP, so on and so forth until 100 and level 50, which you get about 1.4 million CP. So you can see for the example here, my Kaiser is level 130, but with at least 150 SF, which giving it around 5 million CP, whereby if you compare it to my Blaze Wizard of level 150, which only give 3.4 million CP. The reason is because of the low Starforce that is on the character. So especially at the start where you need to farm coins, getting more SF makes more sense. Because with the higher rank, you'll be able to deploy more characters, which means you can farm even more coins, and of course getting more stats. Also, another thing is that if you're wondering how do they allocate coins, based on what extremist data mine, the rate will check every 10 minutes right after you start a deployment and will reward you 1 coins per 100 million dealt. That is why Legion combat power is actually pretty crucial at the start. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching and feel free to share the video, or if you have any additional tips on Legion, do drop it down in the comment section below. Bye!